Hello, Mr. Smith and everybody. Welcome to Sound Sessions number 3.
Yay. How's everybody doing?
Thanks, everybody, for being here. We had Ali Gratia, Chris Lane, Ruth Ginto. I thought I saw somebody else.
There we go.
Keith H. Oh, yeah, I didn't go back.
Hi,
Yay.
everybody. How's everybody doing?
Oh. Well, I just realized I gotta make, there we go. Professional Valerie.
Hi, Jade. Oh, he says in a very distorted manner.
It's almost Jade's birthday. Hold on, I have to look at what time it is in Melbourne. Clock.
Okay. No idea. I've no idea.
10:02 a.m.
Deb,
No,
you
not
made
yet,
it.
not yet, but almost happy birthday.
Oh, nearly. Good to see you, Deb.
Nearly.
Yeah, tell David I probably won't make it tonight, but I will do Sunday.
Oh, I feel like we're always streaming right over, or one of us over David Barrett.
Yeah, they clash a lot. They do clash a lot.
Wow, Jade is almost 52. She looks great. I didn't know.
Wow. Catching up to me, Jade. You'll be 93 soon.
She's like, thanks.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. Chris Lane says, Jade's a damn kid. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, a child, basically.
It's a baby.
Really.
So, what we've brought you all here today for is to talk about more stuff about songwriting and songs and stuff. And I had a kind of question and topic for you because of stuff you do in especially with the hamster stuff. You guys do a lot of odd time signatures, like things that are not in 3/4 and 4/4 and 6/8 and it just kind of made me realize that all my songs are in 4/4 or 3. Well, really it's 6/8 or 4/4, but yeah. And so I was kind of like, how do you even approach writing a song that's in an odd time signature? And I thought maybe we should start with what's a time signature? What does it mean to say 4/4 or 3/4?
Yeah. Okay. So, for those that don't know, so this is slightly difficult for me to do because I'll have to keep muting the microphone as I do stuff. But when I play drums, because the drums just kill the microphone. But effectively, so we've got. Oh, I tell you what, I'll run a click track on here. So just let me do this. Right then. So if I switch that on and mute that, can you hear this click?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the basic premise of 4/4. So that's standard time signature that we all know and love in the Western world. So,
right. So, but it's 4/4 because there's each bar has 4 beats.
Yes.
And that quarter note gets the beat. That's the other.
Yes.
So, just saying that technicalities.
As opposed to 3/4, which would be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So, yeah. Oh.
6/8, which gets used a lot as well, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now then, it always comes back around to 1 on the bar, and that's what we call the downbeat of the bar, yeah? So it's where the main accent lies to come back round on the bar. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and we all feel that fall.
Yeah.
But then you can put as many beats into that as you want. So 5/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simple as that. So 7s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah?
Yeah. So 7/4 is still, so there's 7 beats to each bar, and you're still dealing in those quarter notes of the.
Yeah.
Now
Or you
I
can play it as 7/8.
take umbrage with your example of 6/8, because I feel like you should go double with the time, because you're using eighth notes.
Yeah.
So for your click track,
for the click track, it
standard.
should be doubled.
Yeah. So I think for your 6/8 one, you should have been like 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and.
Yeah.
So Fab Daddy asks, what kind of stream is this? And this is, we're counting. This is a big, we're counting numbers. So we're talking about time signatures, because they're tricky, and everybody does 4/4 and 3/4 or 6/8, and especially coming into Songtember, it's like, how do we write a song that's not in 4/4? And so because it's I think it's interesting, because I like it, Fab.
I like it.
And also big hello to Andy Babiak's here, Justine Kasprick, E. Urban, Michelle Freeman, and covered by CQ. Good to see you, Chris.
So let's just play something.
Okay.
I'll give you a count at the beginning to show you the time signature of this. This is by the Porcupine Tree. This is the Sound of Music, and we're in 7s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Music out the future will not entertain. It's only meant to impress and neutralize your brain. So gets squeezed down, edges get blunt.
So at the moment, I'm putting the crash on the 1, yeah? So whenever you hear that crash symbol, that's the 1 of 7, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Hearing it. Scratchy man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hear the sound of music drifting in the aisles. Elevated Prozac stretching on for miles. Music out the future will not entertain. It's only meant to impress and neutralize your brain. So gets squeezed down, edges get blunt. Demographic, here's what you want. One of the wonders of the world is going down. It's going down. It's one of the wonders of the world.
Two, three,
It's
four.
going
1, 2,
down.
3, 4. Back into fours for
It's
this
one of the
bit.
blunders of the
Whole
world,
chorus.
but no one
1, 2,
cares.
3.
No one cares. One of the wonders of the world is going down. It's going down. It's one of the blunders of the world. No one cares. No one cares.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So a good example of switching from 7s to 4s.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to do that. So I was like, this part I can count. So that made more sense when you, yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I do realize like we're a little off time because of the stream and the 5,000 mile difference.
Oh,
You're very
hold on.
scratchy. You know, me trying to count along may not be the same. But so every time he was hitting the crash, it was 7. And E. Urban made a comment about, you know, like how much of it is counting and how much of it is muscle memory. And I guess, you know, for you at this point, a lot of it is muscle memory. But there is a lot of, you were counting.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And you don't, so when I was doing, I guess, you know, I already told everybody, but like, so I tried to write a song in 7/4, and
You did.
and well, we weren't sure. I was like, is it? We're gonna find out. But
It's 7/8.
see, that's what you said. I had to like, I made the little click track, and I had to do it with the downbeat to keep it. Like yours is like all your clicks are the same. I had to do the loud
Yes.
one downbeat to keep me on. Where's the 7?
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
But I tended a long time ago.
75 years ago.
I got rid of the accented 1 on the click for 2 reasons. One, if I was depending on it to be there to show me where the 1 was, that shows a lack of confidence in my lead up to it. As just a general state.
Right.
So
As a
I should
professional.
know where that 1 is, and I should
Yeah.
be telling the click track when it's going to play it, essentially. And then the second part of that was, so quite often people pitch up the accent, so it goes do 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 do.
Right.
Really bad, because there's a harmonic difference in those 2 things. And my brain, if those notes clashed with the chords, which 9 times out of 10 they did,
Yeah.
it disrupts my flow.
Yeah.
because I can hear the harmonic clash.
Yeah, that would be hard for me. I had to do it one that was just
So
louder.
So you can hear my click tracks are just rim shots. They're just flat sounds like that.
I like that
And
better.
there's no accented one. Like I say, just because if I don't know where the one is, then there's something gone wrong.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard to keep up with. I want to shout out Mark's gas station is here, GAS station, and Michael Songs. Michael says he writes a lot in 3/4.
Okay,
And Justine
that's a
was
waltz.
That's a waltz. Justine was counting along.
Are you sure it's not 6/8?
So how do you know when it's
So,
3/4 and
okay.
when it's 6/8? Because I'm more of a 6/8 person myself. I've realized.
Yeah.
Also,
So
limey.
3/4. This is 3/4. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Not many
Right.
people write a song like that. That's a waltz.
Yeah.
But if you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6/8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more.
Most
Yeah.
people write-
That's kind of always
people
what I
write
do.
it. Yeah, but you could, if you wanted to, you could do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Right.
But that's not how the count is.
So,
'Cause the
and
accent.
It's
drops
having
the
it on
one.
on the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. There's this 1, 2, 3, 4,
1,
5,
2,
6.
3,
1,
4,
2,
5,
3.
6, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a fall onto the accent.
Also, we've got Burns Del Rey here, who says that Mr. Smith is the best drummer he's ever seen. That's the
Nice one, Benz. Good to see you.
Okay, and then Limey Redneck.
Well, yeah,
I didn't catch that.
you tend to write in 6/8 quite
Yeah,
a lot.
I
to be
have
honest.
quite a few songs in 6/8.
Yeah.
Well, it's
you
the
do.
only thing I do. I do 4/4. I do 6/8. Those are my only ones that I got. I got 2 things.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong with
Well,
that at all.
but like I could be. It's the same as maybe we should also do chord progressions next time because I also have like 1, 4, 5, 1, 4, 5.
See you later, Ray. Take
See
it
you
easy,
later,
buddy.
Ray.
Good to see you.
16/8 that's one. So 16/8 would just be there's 16 beats in a measure, and the 8th note gets the beat. So E Urban asked about 16/8. It's real.
Yeah, it's real. Because it's literally just about the subdivisions. So how you divide that bar. But for the listener, so I mean for the musician, you can argue over time signatures. So for example, there's a Methods in Hamsters track called 11 to 12. Now 11 to 12 is in 11s and 7s. So the verse is in 11 and the chorus is in 7s. Now, when you hear the verse, it's an 11-beat phrase. It's in 11/8. Now, you can, if you so desire, you could choose to count that as 4 and 3 to make up the 7. Like such. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can hear that 11 when it's going. Yeah,
can-
that's that. The drums sound terrible like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they do.
But you could play it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
But it's not. It's 11 beats.
Right. Can I tell you what
Yeah.
my problem is?
Wow.
Is that 7 has 2 syllables, and when I count, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'm messed up. Because 7 should have 1 syllable as well.
So
That's,
I make a sound for 7. It's more like
7.
7.
You say 7. Yeah.
7.
It's I have to gotta say it like a British 7. 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Allie's got it. SEV apostrophe N. 7.
Well, I go back to this Hamsters track, and when it gets to the chorus, it goes from 11s to 7s. So it's 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's never a straight time signature in that. It's always doing either 11s or 7s.
Yes.
But it's not hard to understand for
Right.
some reason. And that's the
Yeah.
way it's laid out.
Because it's really like the 7 is like 3 and 4, or is like a 4 and a 3, and then the 11
Yeah.
is like a 4 and a 3 and a 4.
Yeah. But well, to you, yes.
To me, who can only count to 4, I can think of it that way. It kind of worked for me. I want to say hello to Rich New Design came in. Miss Luck came in.
Miss Luck.
And let's
And
see.
Justine.
Oh, and Beck and Hollow. I said hello. Oh, I
And
thought I
Beck and
did.
Hollow, nice one.
Justine, I'm sorry if I missed you.
And cover by CQ. Chris is here. Good to see you, buddy. Nice one.
Allie, check that Buy Me a Coffee link. It looks weird. Let's see. So Urban says, I don't think I'll understand anything outside of 4/4. But I have this, like, it's such a common thing 4/4. Like it's just it was so trying to write a song not in 4/4 was really hard. So like when you guys come up with this kind of a song, like I know David, your guitarist, comes up with a lot of this to start with. Is he working with click tracks, or is he just like coming up with a riff and then you count it out?
Yeah, he's coming up with a riff, and we figure out what's going on and argue the differences as well.
Right.
So occasionally I'll campaign to either chop out beats or extend the beat to just make it suit a drum track, or Dave might say, no, I need to put another bit in here. But it's about, overall, it's just about what feels right.
Right.
There's no formula. You know?
Justine likes 5/4 and 7/8, which seem to be the most common outside of 4/4 and 3/4 and 6/8.
Yes.
So, especially
they
like
are.
when I was looking up, I was trying to look up like, because there were a lot of songs I actually knew that were in sevens, like Money. There was some, crap. There was I looked it up and then I promptly forgot them.
Golden Brown.
Yeah, there were quite a few.
Yeah.
Seagull.
Stranglers, Golden Brown.
It's good to see you, Seagull, Rock Squawk, and Lord Spike Protein, and Sonic Grace,
Yay.
and Deep
Good to see
Burrito.
you. And Deep Burrito.
7/8 for Deep
Excellent.
Burrito. So evidently that's what I did is 7/8, but I put 7/4 in the garage band. So that's what I was doing in my head, but I did break it up a lot. So one thing that Allie said back here I wanted to hit on. So Allie mentioned reggae is good because the accent's on the downbeat, or you have a deep beat.
That's on one drop, yeah.
So like, what does that mean? Like that the accent would be before the one, or before, like, of the end of the one?
Classic one drop, if you've got your tempo, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Yeah, so one drop literally falls on the one. A more normal reggae beat wouldn't.
Would be on. Is that when it's on the 3?
The accent would be on, yeah, it is somewhere different. So it's on the 2 and the 4. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's your reggae normally. And weirdly enough, reggae, as we know it, came about because of technology. So basically, they were listening to music on very small speakers that had no bottom end. And what came out was the snare, the accent on the 2. Because there was nothing to push the bottom end at the beginning. So they started to focus on music from that aspect with 2s and 4s on the drop. Rather than the 1, and then that's why the big bass subsystems went mental, because when they realised what was going on and there's all this bass involved, then it changed and we hit one drop. But originally it was listening to music on very small speakers and only hearing the accents of the 2 and the 4 coming out that led to that rhythm. You know? Which is just about the reproduction system that it was on.
That's pretty interesting.
It's hard for me to count as well, because the drums blow up this microphone.
They do.
It's really difficult. So hang on, let me try this. I'm just going to get up a click track on here, and let's go up to that. Let's see what that's like. So, classic reggae, you'd know it as 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So you can hear how the accents on the 2 and the 4.
Yeah, that's
Whereas
more
one
than you
drop-
hear in most reggae songs as far as drums go.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I was like, that's the fanciest reggae drumming I've ever heard. Hey, so Lord Spike Protein asked if Bob Marley's "Waiting in Vain" is a typical reggae. So I don't really know the answer, but
Yeah, because that would be, so you get, I don't want to wait in vain for your love.
I don't wanna wait in vain. See you, Beckon.
Yeah,
Nice.
straightforward reggae. But one drop would be, 1, 2, 3. And I'll just play it on the 1, hence called one drop.
Who's does one drop?
Bob's done some one drop as well.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's all over the reggae world, to be honest.
Okay.
Because it's that really sense of space that you've got. It's a ka,
Right.
2, ka, It kind of, it floats along, so it gives a lot, especially when you get a bass line involved with it as well. So, ka, dum dum dum, dum dum dum. You see, so it's all about where that accent lands, you know. And one drop is literally just the one. It's great, but it's really hard to play. I'm not a reggae drummer at all, not by any means. Definitely not.
Oh no, and we didn't plan on that one, so that was the chat taking us in a different direction, which is good.
Yeah. So, you know, this song that you've done, should we play it?
Well, I will say, so I did this is not my best song at any level at all. I just wrote this and I recorded it this morning because I didn't think I could actually play it live because the rhythm is tricky. Because so it's 7 or 8 or 7, whatever, but it's 7 beats to the bar. And I had to think of it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Basically, because that's where I'm also switching my chords. So it's like, you know, E minor for 4 beats, G for 3 beats, D for 4 beats, C for 3 beats. So I was like counting it that way. And I came up with 3 different like melody rhythms, like vocal, lyrical rhythms to go with it, and then kind of came up with words for it. And so when I first started, I was in a bad mood, and because I've been not feeling good this week, so I was like in a crappy mood. And so my first iteration of this was like super depressing, and then I was like, I can't do this, like it's too depressing. And so I went back and I kind of tried to flip it. And I saw, I've been doing all this embroidery, and I saw there's like a Teddy Roosevelt quote that I saw embroidered on a thing, and it's like, do what you can with what you have and where you are. And I was like, oh, that's the number of things I need. Because I was looking for 12 syllables, and I was like, perfect. So that was much more positive, and thank you, Teddy Roosevelt.
I was looking for 12 syllables.
I was looking for 12 syllables. It's truly true. Of something that wasn't like, that was because everything I was coming up with was super depressing and sad and morbid, and that's not where I want to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't help. But so yeah, I'd turn that around. So some of the verses were actually the same, but I just tried to like make the end of the verses nicer. So because they started I was pretty mad about everything. And yeah, so this is not my best song ever, but it's my first song I've ever done, trying to do it in 7 beats for each bar. And so I say this just to excuse this crap ass song that you're about to listen to.
So, just for the record, does it stay in 7s all the way through?
I thought it did.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah,
you,
no, I
that's
think
all.
it did. So it's like the first note of the like da 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 da. So there's a riff that's like da 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 that I play on the guitar, and that first note da 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 is the one. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
So that should stay at 72 beats per minute the whole way through.
Let's play it then, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. I apologize to everyone in the audience.
Folding under the pressure, can't keep it all together. Pain won't last forever. Say a prayer for something better. Do what you can with what you have and where you are. Do what you can with what you have and where you are. Time is at hand, your dreams are written in the stars. Do what you can with what you have and where you working with one eye open, wild hearts, they can't be broken. Faith's not a foolish notion, all here but few are chosen. Do what you can with what you have and where you are. Do what you can with what you have and where you are. Time is at hand, your dreams are written in the stars. Do what you can with what you have and where you are. There's no telling how far we'll go. 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 Do what you can with what you have and where you are. Do what you can with what you have and where you are. Time is at hand, your dreams are written in the stars. Do what you can with what you have and where you are.
Well, that's a sweet little thing, isn't it?
It's a ditty.
Isn't it? Oh, have I muted you as well?
You muted just on your end.
I have.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's I don't know about if it's something I would play. First of all, because the way I stacked that chorus, there's no place for a breath, is what I realized when I was trying to record it.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
Didn't give myself any space to breathe, which is important in songs. Also, after I did the record, after I laid down all the guitar track, I then started to sing it. It's in a horrible key for me vocally. It's way low. Okay. I was singing like this the whole time. So maybe would change the key. Maybe after I did that. But that's a little thing. I could just capo it. Yeah. And I just wanted to say I saw new people. I want to say hello to Sparky, and
yay!
Oh, I saw somebody else come in.
Robert Redman.
Oh, Robert Redman. Thank you. That's who it was.
Hugh.
Oh, I missed Hugh.
Good to see you,
I think
buddy.
I said hello to Rich New Design. I hope I did. And Hugh. Okay, I think I'm caught up now.
And yeah, twice in one night, Robert.
Robert.
Bless you, brother. Blow your kiss.
This has nothing to do with anything, but I got my raccoon slayer patch on my jacket.
Wow.
So it's official.
That's cool.
It looks really nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it looks really good. If I don't say so myself. All right.
That raccoon slayer patch is so cute.
Overly excited about it.
I thought Mr. Pickles is a cock.
Yeah, I put on, for my jacket, I put the Save Mr. Pickles, because I'm on team Save Mr. Pickles. But I guess, yeah. Hold on, I'm going to show it.
Well, if we end up with Mr. Pickles in the cooking pot, we've got no star. Look at that. That's fabulous.
But this is like the nice one.
Hold on, as well. Can I just hold it over a second? If I do that, there you go.
Yeah, it cut off like the top of your head, but I guess it doesn't matter because you're wearing a mask. Go back the other way, because I don't have the screen. Yeah, I have the screen like this.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, we're yeah. It worked.
Yeah, you're not missing much if you can't see my face.
No, really not. It works just the same, and you can see me. So, yeah, I'm excited.
So you did that song, and it was more of a technical exercise for you to stay in that time signature.
It was. It felt like a little challenge. It was just a challenge to see if I could do it, and what would it be like, and I was like, well, how would I even go about this? So what I did is I set up a drum. I set up a drummer, not just a drum thing, but like I used Darcy, the singer-songwriter, in GarageBand. I use Darcy a lot because Darcy's very doesn't overplay, usable. And there's not a lot of other stuff. It's just like Darcy is a little heavy on the cymbals, and I always have to turn the cymbals off because there's all that. Like, come on, Darcy, shut up. Yeah, and so I made I said 7/4, but it's arguably 7/8, but and it's 72 beats per minute, and I put in a drum track and listened to it for a while and tried to come up with what's a tune I could do, and I started with the dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 which is 7, but it's not. Oh, so but it doesn't. It's not matching exactly with the beat, but it fit in the bar, and so that was it became my verse, and then I came up with the da 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 da, and that became first the riff, and then I was like, hey, that's that same Teddy Roosevelt quote. And thank you, Teddy Roosevelt, for this inspiration. And that's
President becomes useful at last.
finally he did something good. And poor Teddy. He also gave us the teddy bear, but because he killed a lot of bears. Anyway, so we and then at the end, well, and then I was like, this needs a bridge, and so or something, because I was like, you know me, I have to have a bridge. There's just or a middle eight, depending, you know. So I had to have something, and so I went with. I just kind of came up with the one line and like dun 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 dun, and then once I had the melody, the words to that kind of fell into place pretty easy. And then that's the whole song: 2 verses, chorus, bridge, which for me is such restraint in words, don't you think?
I know.
It's
How
like
did
the
you
least
contain
wordy
yourself?
song I've ever written.
You're never that wordless.
No, I am verbose. And it was like, that was rough. That was so the quote was,
So it hurt a little.
it was hard for me to not be like, how many words can I put in 7 beats in a measure? I should put a whole bunch. So the quote was, Teddy Roosevelt said, do what you can with do what you can with what you have and where you are. And do what you can with what you have and where you are, which I think is just a good motivationally sound quote. Evidently, when I looked it up, because I was like, do I have this right? It's not really Teddy Roosevelt. Like, he had it, he wrote it, and he shared it, but it's like Teddy Roosevelt's neighbor told him that, who wasn't president. James the Jackass, good to see you. When a bridge is not a bridge. When it's a middle 8. I don't know the difference between a bridge and a middle. Is there a difference, or are they the same thing, bridge and middle 8?
No, they're the same thing, really. It's just that middle 8 is a UK term, bridge is a US term.
Oh, okay.
But originally, middle 8 did come from the rock and roll era, where it was literally 8 bars for a little breakdown.
I think of it as a middle 8 when it doesn't have words. I think of it as a bridge when it has words. Like, that's in my mind. I don't know that's true, but that's how I always think about it.
Well, no, in the UK, so a bridge, you would call a pre-chorus, because the idea of a bridge is to bridge 2 sections that didn't really go together.
So I have a pre-chorus sometimes, but a pre-chorus to me happens before every chorus.
In every song?
Mm-hmm. Like, pre-chorus is usually repeated before each chorus.
Yeah, but that would be a bridge here.
Yeah.
This is my point.
Yeah, no, I get you. We have different words for things.
And there's not always a so you can't call the second half of a verse the pre-chorus just because it's before the chorus. It has to be separate to the verse to exist as a pre-chorus.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. You know.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I mean, a pre-chorus is a type of a bridge. Even in my mind, in my small American mind.
Pre-chorus has been taken over by the Americans, and instead of it being called a bridge, which is what it bloody is.
Well, it is. What do Australians call it? Jade.
Bridge.
Oh, damn it. Damn.
I call it a bridge.
Damn. Okay. Good.
You know.
I thought they'd have a good word for it.
No.
We call it a robot.
I think middle 8. I don't think you in the US could handle the fact that middle 8 sometimes had more than 8 in it. So you refuse to call it middle 8.
I would just call it, Jade, if you call it a bridge or a middle 8, and Smitty said you call it a bridge, and I thought you would call it something fun, like a ruse anus.
She'll call it a middle 8.
Okay.
She'll call it a middle 8 and then a bridge. She'll call it a bridge and not a pre-chorus.
Okay,
in general.
she says either. So, yeah. I like ruse anus, but whatever. I don't get to tell the Australians how to talk. I tried. Australians
What
call it a
time is it then,
pontoon.
What time is
It's
it
like
for you,
11
Jane?
in the morning.
All right, okay.
I just looked.
That's
Yeah,
not
it's
so bad.
almost 11.
And Jade says she calls it Susie.
I call it Susie. Susie. Sounds hot.
Yeah, call it Susie. Leave the money on the table. Yeah.
Call it desperation. I feel a little desperation when I'm like, this needs a bridge. I can't go on without a bridge. And it's sad how much that makes a difference to me in a song, especially trying to play it. Like if I like, it feels like it's a little naked, like or if like it left the house without shoes on or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really need that.
Evan calls it shoehorning in a part.
It's
And I
that's
can understand
kind of. Oh, I don't know.
It's-
Brian Eno cards. Have you ever heard of that? So Deep Burrito asked, have
I've
you ever
never
used
used it. I've
Brian
heard
Eno
of them, but
cards
I've
for
never
composing
used
music?
them.
What does that mean?
No.
I don't know about them.
Well, it's it's a thing that he came up with for doing. So there's techniques to use to write a song. So, it's, for example, you know when David Bowie reputedly took a newspaper, cut it up into separate little bits, threw it up into the air, and looked for sentences or phrases on the ground as they fell. You know about that?
No, but I mean, I kind of do, but I didn't know he actually did it. I thought it was just like a funny story or something.
No. And then there's other people like pop acts such as Heaven 17, who were around in the 80s. And they never wrote complete songs. Basically, what they did, everybody in the band just wrote rhyming couplets as they thought of them. And then they took everybody's rhyming couplets and smashed them together into a song. So when you listen to them, they don't really make any sense. They just smash together couplets.
I'm totally getting these Brian Eno cards. I'm like ordering them
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. It sounds awesome. I
It's
love
like
this.
a game. It makes it like a game.
Yeah, no, I like it. I didn't know about that. Loose Caboose is here. Not red.
Yay.
Dwight Bailey.
Dwight. And did I see
I like-
James the Jackass?
Yeah,
James, are you
James the
really a jackass?
He kind
Really?
of, so far, a little bit. Jade
Okay.
says,
All
according
right.
to Rick
Well,
Beardo.
what's your step, James? Otherwise, we'll just kick you straight out. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jade
Yeah.
says a song, Rick says it ain't a song unless it has a key change,
It ain't a song unless it has a key change.
which I found interesting. Also, I don't know if I have a song with a key change. I don't think I do.
Aren't key changes really outdated and just for Celine Dion now?
Ooh, tell Rick that Mr. Smith said that, Jade.
Key changes are fucking outdated and pointless. You know what?
Tell Rick that. Tell Rick that.
Key changes go into pop songs. When pop songs have got 4 lines for the verse and 1 line for the chorus and they just repeat, they get to the end in 2 minutes and 10 seconds and think, oh shit, what should we do? So what they do is they change the key and repeat the chorus 3 times to make it 3 minutes. It's a cop-out. It's a load of rubbish. It's a lame technique.
Leela's here, and Leela says her back's killing her today, so blanket hellos, but she's got to share her middle 8 philosophy. Middle 8 is the B in an AAA. Bridge is the C in an ABAB. So that's an interesting take on that. So saying that the A's are like your different parts of your song.
No, middle 8 can't be
That's
the
her
B
theory.
in A.
What?
How do you work that out?
Because you have
Because
your
the
A
middle
section,
eight
A
is the third
section,
section.
B section, A section, and then a bridge. So that's the middle 8. And a bridge is if you have an A, B, C, A, B, or something like that.
Yeah, I get that. One.
I think
It
that's what
becomes
she's
a C,
saying.
Yeah,
And,
that makes sense.
Jade says
That
Rick's
makes
a little
sense.
outdated. I think, we should start a fight. So I think Deep Burritos' key changes are only for Eurovision from the 70s. So when I think of a key change, like my my natural one that I think of is just the one where you go up like the one step or the two steps at a time, like for emphasis. And I always leave those out. Like if I'm doing a cover song that does that, like Tina Turner does this a lot, where she goes up half a step more, or sometimes a whole step at a time. And it's
city limits.
Yeah, and then first of all, I don't have the range vocally to do it. Like by the third time we've done it, I'm out. Like we're done. I ain't got nowhere left to go. So I ain't no Tina Turner. But yeah, I couldn't do it. So Jade says, that's it. I'm putting a keychains in my song timbre song. I think that's,
Jade,
so Jade, I think you need a song in 7/4 or 5/4. I think 5/4 is harder. And then, because I tried that at first and I was like, all right, let's add a couple more with the keychains.
Yeah, keychains to me is like having a cheese sandwich and asking for extra cheese sauce.
That sounds delicious. Sign me up for that.
American.
Oh, Jade says that she's going to do a lounge jazz song with Viv Sparrow. Now that just sounds like a great idea. Viv is an amazing singer. That's going to be great.
I listened to Viv today, actually. She did a song
really
with, is a guy called Jake, I think. Jake, something like that. Jake. James, something. But yeah, really nice. Viv's got such a good voice.
Yeah, she's amazing. Hold on. Oh, E-Urban. Okay, E-Urban's just making excuses now. E-Urban says, y'all are making me not want to write songs. All this complicated crap. Lol. So I just want to call out E-Urban because E-Urban writes awesome beats. Oh, and also, hey, I guess you don't have a wrench. E-Urban put up a video on their Rumble that's of Ray Gun doing the Ray Gun from the Olympics, and then it's kind of musical because there was composition involved. Did you watch this yet, Mr. Smith? So E-Urban puts sound effects to the Ray Gun dance, and y'all, I was crying. It was so funny, like it was really, really funny, and I'm not even like. It was a little like I thought the French pole vault. It was funny, and I was like hee hee, but it's also it's just funny because it's a large donked man, but it was hysterical. Like I was crying. It was so funny. So they can E-Urban can put the work in. They can compose the thing. They have the timing because they have the comedic timing. They definitely have the timing. And, oh my gosh. And I thought you were going to send me the link, E-Urban. They sent me a meme. But so I just think that E-Urban, this is their time is now. It's song timbre. And song timbre is the time to write a song when you've never written a song before, or if you have before. But if you've never written a song and you want to write a song, it's song timbre in 2 days. You got 2 days to like find a notebook or a pencil, tune your guitar up or whatever you've got, find a keyboard. You could get glasses and put like amounts of water in them and record ding, 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 ding. That could be your whole backing track. You don't need nothing. You don't need nothing.
No.
So
keep it simple.
Yeah. E-Urban, if you're not Discording it to Allie, Discord it to me and I will email it to Allie. We don't really have a good way to do this, but we can do that because I don't have your Rumble link either. But I just think that I think anybody can write a song. Everybody has a song. Anybody can write. I mean, I'm not saying everybody can write a good song, but neither can I. I don't always write good songs. I mean, I rarely write good songs. No. Most of my songs are crap. But that's just nobody's going to, but it's just that part where sometimes songs I think are total crap. Another person likes it or it speaks to them in some way. So it was worth it. Even if I'm like, meh. I'm just like that on my own things. I'm just like everything on, because it's my own stuff. My own stuff is like, meh. But somebody else might like it more. So,
But do you find that as well? So, as a writer, you write a song and you think, I don't really like that. And then you put it out into the world and people say, that's your best song ever.
oh yeah, I totally get that.
Why? What is that about? Isn't it strange? You know, how the world can view it so differently to the writer. What do you think that's about? How come sometimes you can't relate really to your own songs? Because I've never figured that out. Because I've written songs that I can't relate to, and then consequently don't play them anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I do, and I think there's one song early on that I wrote, and then I kind of stuck it into a set when I was playing because I was short on songs, and I was like, oh, I will add this song in. I never really play, but it's okay, and well, that worked out really well. So I like I can't open a browser window on this. Oh, I know how to do this. Here we go. So I played the song, and one of my friends was listening, and literally she was crying at the end of the song, and she was like, that song really like helped me, and I was gonna give up, and this is and I was just like, are you crazy? Like, I mean, like, I was shocked because I thought it was just kind of like trite and you know how I think everything's shit that I do. So I thought it was like that. And, but it really, and then since then now I like it. And I'm like, this song made my friend feel better.
Oh, Leela as well. I hope you're okay, sweet. In pain, but not demoralised. Oh, good for you. Keep your chin up. Well, I hope you sort it out, whatever it is.
It's tough when you have pain.
So, talking of Songtember, I'm gonna play a track. I think we needed a bit of music.
Okay, I like it.
So I'm gonna play a track, and this is a track I put out for Songtember in 2022, was it? I think. And this is called Playing for Time.
Oh, I like this one.
Oh, yay.
Not out to get to you like that. Just the part of me feels like I want to know you more. Couldn't give enough time to be more than just friends. But you inspire some kind of charge. Like I've been plugged in. It's like static through my veins. Like I've been plugged in, it's driving me insane. I want to know why I get the feeling we could achieve something together. Or maybe just experience through time. Maybe I'm mad, I could eat you as it starved. But I'm not playing for you, I'm just playing for time. I'm just playing for time. Don't want to take something some man's taken before. Just a part of me feels like it wants to know you more. Couldn't give enough of myself to be more than your friend. But you inspire some kind of charge. Like I've been plugged in. It's like static through my veins. Like I've been plugged in, it's driving me insane. I want to know why I get the feeling we could achieve something together. maybe just experience through time. Maybe I'm mad, I could eat you as a star, but I'm not playing for you, I'm just playing for. It's driving me insane, I want to know why I got the feeling we could achieve something together. Maybe just experience through time. Maybe I'm mad, I could eat you as a star, but I'm not playing for you, I'm just playing for time. I'm just playing for time. I'm just playing for time. I'm just playing for time.
Beautiful. That's one of my favorites you do.
And you're back.
Oh, I said really good. You couldn't hear me. So I really enjoy that.
No,
That's one of my favorite songs that you do. We have two mutes going on. He mutes me and I mute myself.
Oh, the power of the mute button. Oh, the power.
Lord Spike Protein said, nice song. I like that. Got a lot of nices.
Good to see you as well, Lord Spike. Hope you're doing okay, buddy. Yeah, so Lord Spike asked me a while ago to do an Arctic Monkeys cover. What was it called? Not Stand Up. Anyway, it'll come to me in a minute. But then I tried it, and I don't know whether it suits me to do it. But then he asked me to cover another track the other night in a chat. It was one of the weirdest songs I've ever heard in my life. I don't know if I can cover that.
I love
Snap
it.
out of it. That
Snap
was
out
it.
of it.
Yeah.
I like that.
So-
Yeah.
I am really good at. I'm going to do the Arctic Monkeys cover at some point, Lord Spike. I'm going to do it. Don't you worry. But I don't think I can manage the one that you sent the other night. What was that other one? Remind me what it was. It was a band I'd never heard of.
I like you stumped him. Good job. 10 points for Lord
Yeah.
Spike Protein for stumping Smitty.
It was a great song, but it was really odd. It was kind of.
Yeah, and if anybody has songs that you think you would like Mr. Smith to play, you should leave them in the comments after the show, and then he'll see them for sure. Yes,
that.
Spike, 2 years ago. He is a patient man. He's like, yeah, take your sweet ass time on that.
It's a good job you didn't leave a deposit. For it.
I've done that to people, so I feel you. I'm like, here's the song you requested 12 months ago. So
I've got several things that I should have done and just haven't. But
no, things get caught up.
I've had things going on, so I've just not been doing it. I've managed to keep streaming, but I've got to be honest, I've not gone near the studio in a recording sense for quite a while.
Yes.
I've just had, I've had.
Well, you've
so
had a
many
lot
other
going
things
on.
happening.
Yeah. And then, you do have some songs I think that you should put out soon that are
I mean,
basically
to be honest,
done.
At the minute though, I can't be fucking bothered putting them out.
I hear
I
you.
really can't.
I hear you.
I mean, you know what things have been like over the last 18 months. You know, I'm not even addressing the elephant in the room because I don't really think there is an elephant in the room. There's just a couple of dickheads now. Do you know what I mean? That's really it. You're not an elephant. You're just a dickhead.
Yeah.
So, without
It's like a
actually addressing
mosquito.
anything head-on. Or an annoying smell. You know what I mean?
Oh. Ooh.
So just it's taken the drive away from me to do new music and stuff. Put out new songs. I just can't be bothered. That's literally it. It's not that I've not got songs. I've got songs, I've got stuff I want to do, but I just cannot be fucking bothered.
I think Deep Burrito summarized it well when he said, people can be total tossers. It sounds better in the British accent.
Damn straight, yeah.
Damn
fucking
straight.
tossers, some of them,
Fucking
yeah.
tossers.
So I've been dealing with also. I know I've got a few health things happening, so I've not gone near new music lately. Although I do salad tossers. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's amazing to have love for everybody. You're right, especially your enemies. And I do actually love these people, but it doesn't stop them being total wankers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? In the greater scheme of things, in a sort of philosophical sense, Lord Spike, you're absolutely right. But on the ground, day to day, not a fucking chance, because they're just idiots.
Yeah.
They've got,
does make it hard.
You know, it makes it impossible, you know? And let's be honest, you can turn the other cheek, but once you've been slapped twice, you need to slap the bastard back. You know? That's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
They don't get me down, but, you know, I ain't offering the other cheek on stuff, and I'm, you know.
We've got pole vault in the house.
Hey!
So let's stop talking about pole vault. And
Don't mention his cock, all right?
I will not mention it. I'm so, yeah, I got to make one more and then send them to them. I thought I was done, but not. Pole vault offers both cheeks. There you go.
That's only because he wears chaps and his cheeks are hanging out.
It's true. That's true. So, yeah. This is just totally off topic, but we're going there. Said I've had the same bollocks going on with musical wankers. I love these words. Just makes you think it's all bloody pointless.
Yes.
And it does.
absolutely,
It does make. I do think like it's harder to write songs and do music and stuff. Like I get into this jam where I'm just like I'm doing streams and and I'm playing songs and I'm coming to it, but I just have zero energy to write songs, do my poetry or do any kind of free write at all, make things, do art. Like I just get so like it builds up in your head and you're just like, it makes it harder to do the things that you want to do because you're so frustrated with things being just silly, ridiculous, and like how do you not even mentally, but just also physically, it gets to you. And it feels like a block. So I really need, and it's not just this situation. Like, I mean, I'll have family things and work things and, just like the power goes out or you have a storm and you just get so frustrated with these little life things that it's hard to be like, okay, I should be creative and write down words and make them musical and share my joy of music with others. And I'm like, I'm going to eat this whole bowl of popcorn. That's where I'm at. Because
I mean, I've got to the point, maybe I should be careful about what I say.
Be a little careful.
But yeah, I'll be a little careful. But I think people are too easily manipulated, and people listen to headlines and gossip and crap all the time. And I've got to the point now where I have no interest in any of that. This is supposed to be about music, so let's make it about music. Shizok came into your chat earlier, and he was asking him, should we do a writing? Yeah, Shizok's brilliant. He was asking if we're going to do another songwriting session, and I hope you do it. Hope you do another.
And I guess it's that part where it's scary, but I do want to do it. I think I should. I'll just schedule one pretty soon, next couple days maybe. Because it is fun, and I like when we just like do something together and it creates something, and it's just like, if I'm gonna make it like rule number 1 is no hedgehogs, but besides that, we're gonna just do whatever. I don't know why hedgehogs freak me out so much. I'm like, I don't want to sing hedgehogs. You make me sing this song.
Hedgehog is the hardest thing to rhyme, though, isn't it? How do you rhyme that
Oh,
word?
don't ask that because we got like 87 rhymes that rhyme with hedgehog. And I'm like, that's not the point. I just don't want to do it. Stop making me do something I don't want to do. Stop it. Stop it. So we've got Chad
that's on
Freeman
the
is in the
ended up
house. The songs
Yay.
we've done 2 songs and they have turned out really well.
Yeah, they have.
I like and we've got some good, I like Lord Spike says inner peace is the strength of life and existence. And I believe this is true. And I really try to like keep in myself and not, but it's hard. Just I'm a human and
Yeah.
it gets hard. Like
It
it's,
is.
it's
It
just
is.
hard. And
Yeah.
so we got some positivity and love from Chad Freeman. We've got, and so next up we have Pole Vault and Chad Freeman. Chad's going to eat some spicy sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds.
I believe. What are spicy sunflower seeds? I've
You
never
have to
even heard of
go.
this.
Well, they're just sunflower seeds with spice on them. We've got Gary Hubbs here, who I tried to get to, I talked about ice hockey at my stream earlier, thinking that he was watching, and he wasn't, because he would have freaked out. I was like, ice hockey. 'Cause I'm a jerk. I love you,
You
Gary.
can't say that.
I know, I'm a jerk. Rainfield Music, good to see you.
Hi, Rainfield.
And Deep Burrito, change it to ferret. Thanks.
Yeah, that helps. That really helps.
And yeah, and after, so we've got Pole Vault with Chad and Sunshine later, and then we've got Lori after that, and then Gary Hubbs after that. So it's a big night of awesome.
I'm just wondering what outfit Pole Vault will have on, because the Beavis outfit was
The
particularly good.
Beavis is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I do like that.
Um,
On Hubsy, it was nice. I had a couple of comments off Frank actually overnight in a chat, and he mentioned he'd been listening to the Ninth Gate Extract. So hope springs eternal. Hope springs eternal.
That's exciting. I'm excited for
Yeah.
more Ninth Gate stuff to come out. That'll be great.
Yeah, it's there's some in the pipeline. We
Yeah.
don't have a timeline. It
There's
could be
time.
out
What
in
is
2
time?
years.
Time doesn't
Exactly.
exist. We've made
Exactly,
time
but
up.
They are ready.
Yeah.
We've got 2 tracks in the bag, mixed and mastered. I think, Hubsy mixed and mastered one, and I did the other one. Oh yeah, definitely, Lord Spike. I'll stop by Terrell's, definitely, yeah. But yeah, these 2 Ninth Gates tracks Frank was listening to apparently. So I think at some point in the next year, maybe they'll come out.
Lynn, good to
Hopefully.
see you.
Yeah, I haven't seen Terrell for a while actually, Lord Spike. I need to do it, and I haven't seen
She's
Deesville
lovely.
as well.
I haven't seen Deeds in a long time. I've seen Terrell every once in a while. I just usually lurk in that one. But it's a good, she's just lovely. I like her a
Yeah,
lot.
she is.
Yeah.
She's talented. Mm-hmm. She's very talented.
Cold Acre. Oh my God, Cold Acre. I was going to email you today. Everything arrived today, Cold Acre. Like everything came in the mailbox today. We've got transistors. We've got knobs. I mean, like authentic. I didn't get the clones, baby. I got the real authentic knobs. I got the fanciest audio jacks I've ever bought. Oh my God.
Yes.
Extraneous fancy audio jacks. And then I got something else too. Oh, fanciest switch of all time. It's going to be insanity. It's going to be insanity. So now everything is here. I have it'll happen fast now. That was the slow part. I was waiting for the mail.
Is this a pedal?
This is a pedal that I'm making.
Oh.
A guitar pedal. I'm very, very excited. And it's gonna be
Nice.
really probably, I mean it'll definitely be like the fanciest one. Yeah,
Really?
for sure. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be really, really
What's
nice.
it got on it?
It's gonna
What's
have
the name?
all the bells and whistles. If it actually had bells and whistles, it would not even be cooler than what it's gonna be. But I don't want to like show it before it's ready. But I think it's gonna be insanity. I'm very excited. Yay! Gary Hubbs, my heart is full, brother. I love that, Gary. guys make me happy. And I think this is also, I want to point out that, you know, I real frustrated with like, you know, a small handful of people who, you know, want to be divisive or want to, you know, start things or want to be, you know, and that gets to me and it makes me, I have to constantly be like, oh, but let me remember this amazing community that is just like always showing up for me and is always hanging out. And like, I pretty much day or night, anywhere I'm at in my world, I can like show up to a stream and there's going to be a handful of people here that are just like awesome people who just want to like be cool and want, you know, listen to good music and be friends and talk about cool stuff and laugh together. And that is just an amazing thing to be a part of. And so
it is.
I just want to keep, you know, like having that gratitude for all the goodness that's in this group is really, I think, what I have to keep coming back to like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for me as well, it's the old adage. So you can't please all of the people all of the time.
No.
And the people that I can't please or aren't pleased with me, so what? Go away, on your way. I don't mind. Because I know I can't please all the people all of the time. So if I get 50% that are happy with it, then great, I've done well. So if 50% don't like it, fine, absolutely fine. On your way with it.
I can never please myself. Why do I think I can please other people? I'm constantly pissed off at myself, so I should understand. Lynn is going to start something. I like that. Okay, so Ridiculizer says Jesus Christ himself couldn't please everyone. I love that.
There you go. Good to see you, Days. Hope you're all right. But I presume you've been out gigging or something, Days. Finishing up now and late.
Oh, yeah. It is very late for me.
Joanna, you want to start something? Joanna, seriously, we really need to have a chat. I need to do some stuff. At least I'd like to play a couple of your tracks on a live stream, put some drums on. And I do have, I think I've got one of your albums. I might have three. But I'll go on Bandcamp and check what I've got downloaded. Okay. But I really would like to do some of your tracks on the live stream as well, Joanna. And so I'll maybe send you a message on Bandcamp or something, because I think that's the only way I could get hold of you. But yeah, in the near future, I really want to play a couple of your tracks, because I don't know if anybody knows. But Joanna Lynn does some great music. It's got 3 or 4 albums on Bandcamp now, I think. Might be even 5.
There's a lot. And she puts out some very often. Yeah,
there's some real surprises hidden in there as well. You know when you hear an album by an unknown artist and you don't know what to expect. Joanne's just really good at coming up with catchy little hooks, catchy little songs that stay in your head after you've heard the album. So if Ali or Hugh or anybody has got a link, have you got a link?
I got it. Yeah, I had to look it up.
Because it'd be nice to get people to go over to Joanna's Bandcamp and download the albums. It's really worth your time. And yeah, Days, nice one, just in from a gig. Yeah, I figured you might be. Hope it went well. And so, Deep Burrito, you're saying, do I need drumless tracks? I'm always in the market for drumless tracks, yeah, definitely. So, how would you get hold of me? You see, it's really difficult to get hold of me, especially because of all the crap on the internet and YouTube in the last 18 months for me.
If you send me an email, I will pass it along.
Send Valerie an email. I don't give anybody access to me in terms of contact. And I've severely, the only person I've contacted on the internet in the last 4 weeks is Valerie. I've just stopped contacting everybody because it's done my head in. You just completely done my head in. So if anybody wants to get hold of me, send Valerie an email and we'll vet you first.
I just send them all along. You know? I'm just like, okay. Yeah, but check out Lynn on Bandcamp. Lynn7. I like, Lord Spike says, I'm in this community for the collective appreciation for indie musicians and their talents. Everything else is nothing to me. I live my life that way. That's beautiful. And I
Good
think
for
that
you.
that's the
Yeah.
way to go. Like, because, you
I
know,
like that.
it's easy to get like dragged into things that are just not even important.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I think
yeah.
I should play another tune.
I think you should play another tune. And that's spelled Chune.
Tune.
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 Tune. Sometimes I didn't know what this was. So if you're playing some songs and if Mr. Smith comments tune, he means this is a good tune that I like. I thought he was saying you need to tune your guitar, Valerie. And so I was all like, why would you tell me in the middle of my song that I need to tune my guitar? And I was all mad at you. And I was like, and I messaged, why did you do that? And he's like, tell your song was good. And I'm like, you told me to tune my guitar. And he's like, no, dude, I did not tell you that. So that was miscommunication.
Yeah, just a little. Okay, so we're kind of roughly somewhere in the region of talking about songwriting and bits of stuff. This track is something different. So this track, all I've done is put the drum track to it. Now the ambient music is from an outfit called Grandizer, and the sample that I've used is from a guy called Paul Harvey. Some of you will have heard this already, some of you won't. But this is called If I Were the Devil. And this is, essentially, this is a Mr. Smith musical collage using other people's stuff, you know? It's not my track by any means. I've literally put the drums on it and edited it together. But this is titled If I Were the Devil.
If I were the devil. If I were the devil. If I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good, and what's good is square. And the old, I would teach to pray after me. Our Father, which art in heaven. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd kill alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who want it until I could kill the incentive of the ambitious. What'll you bet? I could get whole states to promote That's the way to get rich. I would push it against extremes. In all sorts. In patriotism. In moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned. That swinging is more fun than what you see on TV. Is the way to be. And thus I could undress you in public. And I could lure you into bed. With diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.
There you go.
That's awesome. Yeah, you should. Do you have that one out as a single video? You should find.
do.
You should do one that's just that video to share out, because I think that's a really good one. But the sound is okay. It's not. But we're running through like StreamYard and OBS, and it's not the best that I've heard the song. Just saying. Because the word, like sometimes you can hear the words a little bit better. So there's been, when I'm not involved, the sound's a little better. I'm not standing in the way. So yeah, we should make sure. And then also, you don't really need me sitting here in the video. So, and also next time I'm going to get 4 cameras, because I feel like there's just one of me and there's 3 of you. And if I had a foot cam, then we would have so many more viewers right now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, do it. Please do it. Please. We'd be in the hundreds.
Oh, and if you haven't pushed that thumbs up already, please do. We really appreciate it. But thank you all for being here tonight and for hanging out. Finger symbol cam, exactly.
So what about you as well? Do you have a song that you would like to play?
Not really. I mean, I can play a song. It's not, I can play a song, but it's not, it feels like, it feels a little low. Well, I just don't know what song I would play. That's really all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Everyone's laughing at my 4 cameras. Fine. Could just have back of the head cam.
Well, we could just have.
I can't do a camera that goes this way, because then you could see how messy my room is.
I'm gonna say, should I just do a massive?
No. Oh, now it's messed up forever. No, I'm just making fun, because there's a lot of cameras. And I only got one lousy camera.
Hello.
I could, yeah. At least I'm showing my face.
Yeah.
Next time I'm gonna wear my mask. It will be double mask.
Oh right,
Hello.
cool. Nice.
That's my one mask I have.
It looks like we're about to go to one of those weird parties.
That's true. Between that and the
where
foot
you
cam,
put
we'd
your
be
keys
doing
in the
well.
bowl and leave with.
What kind of parties are you going to?
I've heard about them on the internet.
Y'all are
Just put
spicy.
the blindfold on and leave your keys in the bowl.
I don't know. Deep Burrito knows about it. Weird Party in Wardour Street. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Limey just did the eyes because Limey knows.
Yeah.
I feel like Limey has an exciting life there.
Yeah, I reckon. It's
Y'all
a bit
are-
rock
yeah.
and roll, isn't it?
I think so. So, well, is there let me think. Is there anything else we want to talk about in the time signature thing? Did we hit all the things about time signatures that you wanted to talk about?
I mean, I could probably talk about it for a day. Was there anything I wanted to hit? Well, okay, so quite often you write one slip. Oh, I'd play one slip quite happily, Joanna. Let me see if I can find it for you.
What is one slip?
It's a Pink Floyd track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, quite often with the Hamsters, when we write stuff, we don't necessarily write the track always in 7/8 or 5/4 or something. We quite often write in normal 4/4, but then occasionally drop beats and occasionally put the odd slip in. You know,
Yeah.
because there is a consequence. You know, like you were writing that song and it's in 7/8 or 7/4 or whatever.
Whatever
you
it
call
is, I don't know.
Yeah, and you're having to work really hard to keep it together. So to just find where the one is, you're having to work really hard, you know?
Once I like got into it, I thought it was easier. I think my thing is I just never do it in trying to, like, I'm so normalized to doing the 4 beats. I really have to count all the way through. Like I had, I mean,
Yeah.
I've only had this song for 24 hours. So it's not, and I think over some time I could do it. But
Got you. Yeah.
it's something I'd like to try to do again. In having not
Okay.
just 4/4, or 6/8, something a little bit, because I did think it made a sound that was a little like it sounds a little different than anything else I've written. So
Definitely.
And then I like the idea of having like it goes from like 4/4 to 7/4 or something. Like where you're
Yeah.
going back and forth a little bit and using that for different sections. That's a really good idea. And I think next time we should talk about chord progression ideas, because I feel like I'm so much stuck in like, it's kind of the same
Okay.
as 4/4. Like I'm really stuck in doing a 1/4/5, like GCD or AE B7 kind of a thing. That it's, I just need to have some more tools in my toolbox to look
Yeah.
at when I'm writing songs, I think. I like Deep Burrito asked, are there any time signatures that don't work?
Lots. Well, in terms of lots that you can't dance to or nod your head to, or you've got to be a musical genius to be able to understand. I mean, somebody, you'd have heard of Adam Neely on YouTube, the bass player
I have not.
from the band Sungazer. And Adam Neely and his crew just working some really, really bizarre time signatures, working with polyrhythms. And I think once it gets to that sort of stage, it's a lot more difficult for the average listener to connect with or to appreciate it. It's a lot more mathematical in its approach. And in fact, Adam's last video was about this. So they've just done a lot of tracks that are working with strange subdivisions. So it's actually in 4/4, but they're dividing the subdivisions up into 11s across 4. And it gets really complicated. And he said that they've just come back off tour. And basically, it was too much for their audience to cope with. And sometimes there was a lull in the gig because the music was too complex, basically. It was hard for people to connect with it. So
I can see, because is that part where it's just like, you know, like if it's in 4/4, you know, you're like left and right and left and right, and then we're always on the downbeat with the 1 foot, and then if it's you get that 5th in there or that 7 in there and you're off. I mean, if the waltz, you kind of understand it's a waltz, so you're like 1 2 3 1 2 3. So you have to be like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. And I'm not this coordinated. So yeah, but you have to know it's coming in a way to really like feel it as a dance, you know, like, and especially as an audience. And yeah, Deep Burritos is basically people are simple folk. And it's too technical.
Exactly, honestly.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, it's even true when it comes to things like time signatures. So the most popular time tempo is 120 beats a minute. And it just happens to be twice the speed of a clock. Mm-hmm. You know? So,
I don't know if I've ever thought about writing it like I never really think about tempo when I'm, as you probably have guessed, because I'm always all over the place. And sometimes it's slow and sometimes it's fast. I don't know. Well, that song is specifically about taking my sweet ass time. It's not supposed to be. But most of the time, I don't even think about, like, I don't write to a click track normally. Only in this instance I did. And I just kind of randomly chose a tempo, and that tempo was kind of slow, and then also I think made me go with, you know, like it either had to be like depressing or motivational at that speed, you know. It can't just be like free for all happiness, because that's like 120, 108 plus. Deep Burrito says also it's twice the average heart rate at 120. Ali says dancing starts from the hips first and goes out from there.
Ali knows.
Ali knows.
Okay, I'm going to play this for Lynn. This is... I love this song. This song, this album, this band. This is off the album Momentary Lapse of Reason. And this is Pink Floyd. The One Slip.
Tell me fit just like a glove. Moments slip by, soon the seeds were sown. Years grew late, neither one wanted to lay it alone. One slip, and now the whole we've gone. It seems to take no time at all. A momentary lapse of reason binds a life to life. One regret we'll never forget. There'll be no sleep in the night.
There you go, Joanne.
Beautiful.
One slip.
That was really good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you. I've got you. I got you.
That was a good request. I enjoyed that a lot.
It's an awesome album. Awesome album.
That's one where I never know the names of the songs.
Okay.
So that's on me. I was like, oh, I know this song. Just didn't know the name of it.
I'm a bit rubbish. To be honest, I've got worse at remembering track names since the real slip into streaming and not hard copy.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
sure. What's your theory on song? Like, if you're naming your own songs, like, are you it should be the chorus line or part of your
Yeah.
like, or do you like your random words that don't appear at all as your title?
With the Methods and Hamsters, basically something stupid is the order of the day. But with my own songs, it's back to what Big Burrito said. People are basically simple. So if your chorus is "Ooh, I love you, baby," then the track is going to be called "Ooh, I love you, baby," isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's the bit that sticks in people's head. That's how I view it. Really simplistic, you know? And because I don't think music should be something to just sit back and enjoy and soak up, and it shouldn't be something that's hard work. Most people don't want it to be hard work.
Yeah.
You don't have to work, you know?
Some people really like that, though, the titles that are like esoteric or have some kind of. I mean, that really speaks to a lot of people, I feel like.
Well, some people like a piece of art that's just a black stripe down a red wall. You know, each to their own, isn't it?
That's
To
true.
me, that's not art, but to some people it is. You know, the oak tree, a glass of water on a glass shelf. It's not a fucking oak tree, it's a glass of water. You know, but that's from my perspective. You know, it's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? All of it.
Oh,
Same
for
as
sure.
Beauty.
For sure.
It's so subjective. And that's the great part about it. It's so subjective that there's always something out there for you.
I like Deep
know.
Burrito says titles can also change the feel of the song. I think that's interesting. Could really like change how people. Yeah, it's true. I would have. Yeah,
I think
I'm
it
so.
could change how people perceive it.
My problem is I'm simple, and I'm just like, that's the word I keep saying. Titles help convey intent, and everyone can interpret as they like after that, says Allie. And I think that, yeah. And I think it's also, you know, your Method and Hamster songs are all instrumentals. And, you know,
Yes.
that really gives you like this, you know, where that in that sense, the title of it really like, you know, kind of is interesting because it's like, you have like, don't sit there. And it's like, what
Yep.
you know, like, so you're just kind of thinking about that as you start playing the song.
Well,
Where,
we've got the
why
latest
shouldn't I
track.
sit there? Is
Hold
the
on
chair
now, hold on.
wobbly?
Yeah.
Is it in the
This is it.
sunlight? I'm like that the whole time.
Well, the latest Hamsters track is called Two Tracks Till Fish.
I named it.
We know. But the Hamsters is so throwaway that it's actually called Two Tracks Till Fish. You know,
I'm glad that
we don't
stuck.
get too involved.
Deep Burrito was in the turbocharged Hamsters in the 70s. So you're both
Oh, cool.
hamsters. So yeah,
Wow.
Mr. Smith's in the Methadone Hamsters.
The Methadone Hamsters, yeah.
Lord Spike Proteins is a good title and a good thumbnail, and you got me. And here's another topic is thumbnails and how that makes you change, like that makes you how you see the song and make, you know, if you want to click it. Because that's before we never had to like, you know, the streaming makes it a whole new world of marketing for songs.
Yeah, it does. Although, I've got to be honest, thumbnails don't do anything for me.
Interesting.
Nothing at all. Mm-hmm. No.
I'm not sure. I think most of them work. Like when I see it's songwriting ones. It's hard. Like if it's overly AI, I kind of like I'm like, is the song AI too?
Yeah.
You know, when I see it, I'm curious. Like, how is this a real song? I think I'm more likely to relate to a thumbnail that is very simple and looks just like person playing an instrument or person singing, or you know, that's not overly done. Yeah, but then the ones that are like, you know, those always, I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to know why you're so outraged or what's behind. No, I don't know.
I don't wanna
can't
do
do it.
And to be honest as well, you know, it's kind of, if you've got your tits out, I'm not going to watch you. If you're bent over in a thong, I'm not going to watch you. If you're flexing your chest, I'm not going to watch you. You know, all this stuff. It's not about image for me. It's about music. I don't care what you look like.
Oh, and then, you know, Deep Burrito bring it, videos actually took away imagining the song in your head away. And that's
Definitely.
that's definitely true. And
Definitely.
Yeah.
Millbrook's
Millbrook's Lost Without You. That's a great one.
What a tune.
That's a banging tune. Spanish
yeah,
is good
that
to
is
see.
a banging tune.
Do you want to go out on that one? Because we have 4 minutes, and then
Yeah.
we're going to
Yeah.
go over
Yeah.
to see Pole Vault next. And we'll see
Yeah.
Pole Vault and Sunshine and Chad. And I don't know if Urban's going to be over there tonight or not, but maybe. And then we've got Lori's Mishmash after that, and then Gary Hubbs after that. So if you
Yay.
follow that stream, you will be entertained for the rest of the night.
Yay.
Millbrook, we got
Okay.
Millbrook, yeah. I don't know
We
how you
got
spell
Millbrook.
it either.
Coming up, MILLBROOK.
Okay, he got it eventually. Third time's a charm.
Okay, let's see what happens
All
with this.
right. That's heavy on the click.
That click's coming out.
Yep.
Is that click coming out front?
I could hear it like tick, 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 tick,
Could
which I
you?
don't normally hear on that one.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if there's another click track running somewhere. Give me a sec. Oh, yeah, that'll be because of this. Right, let me turn that off. Right. This should be better.
Up all night by myself, trying to think of ways to use your voice stuck in my brain. We never got to see it through, and I know I feel more pain if we're speaking truth. 'Cause when the daylight comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. Looking back at our time, hoping that we did it right. And give me any reason to call you up late at night. And we know it's for the best, I won't put up the fight. 'Cause when the day comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know.
Beautiful. He can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, beautiful. I loved it. Great choice. It is time now to go over to Pole Vaults and hang out.
Pole vault.
We will see you all over there. Thank you, Allie, for posting all the links tonight. Thanks, everybody, for being here and pushing the thumbs up. Thank you for Mr. Smith for being amazing and having me over here. And
I've really enjoyed this.
it's really fun. We won't be here next week. Well, I won't be here. You'll probably do your own stream that's just drums with better sound by yourself. And I will be doing my own stream on another channel. But we'll work this out. But they will slightly overlap, I think. But we'll see you all next time. And I have What the Flock on Sunday, so I hope to see you there too.
Cool.
And thank you also to thanks to everybody also that buy me a coffee link. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I have a closing statement.
Oh.
So to everybody out there on YouTube, go your own way. Don't listen to other people. Forge your own path in life. Make your own choices. Look at what's before you and decide what it is. Don't take other people's word for it. The power resides within yourself, not other people. Don't be swayed by people with agendas. Keep it honest, Go with your gut instinct and decide for yourself. I love you all. Deal with it.
All right, that's awesome. We'll see you over at Dead Pole Vault right now. The link's in the chat, and we'll post it one more time as we get out of here, please, Allie. So it's at the bottom. But yeah, we'll see you over at Dead Pole Vault, and we'll see you later. Thanks, everybody.
See you later.
Bye.